Hey everyone, welcome back to my abridged playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise? What are their expectations?
They survived the Scourge and the Ket, and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
Poker log. The team's invited me to their regular poker game. They've been practicing and each wants to be the one to dethrone me. Notes on crew tendencies. Game 1. Result. Took everyone's credits in record time. Petra sighs when she gets the card she wants, every time. When PB finishes shuffling, the bottom card can often be seen. Drac might be the easiest to read, but try not to say anything that suggests this. In fact, say the opposite. He gets even sloppier when his ego's been stroked. Cora has yet to bluff. Might not be in her makeup. Jal has real potential. Game 2. Result. Broke Game 1's record. Consider easing up on them a little. Phoebe has started checking, but only to check raise. She always needs to be the one pushing the action. Drac thinks staring at me will tell him something. Think I'll blow him a kiss next time. Petra's getting upset. She doesn't show it, but it's obvious. Cora still won't bluff. She's too risk-averse. Even with a good hand, a strong bet will get her to lay it down. Jal's inexperience is an advantage. He's hard to read. Game 3. Result. Let Vetra hang with me for a long time, before dashing their hopes. She left very encouraged. Overall mood was improved among the others. If Jal is still in a hand, PB plays less aggressively. Thinks she wants him. Drac doesn't know it, but he picks his nose when he's got something. Cora bluffed. It was horrible. 2 or 3 hands, Jal had me sweating. He's only just started, and he's so much better than Vetra. Game 4. Result. Couldn't help myself. Took Vetra down first, still undefeated. Showed all 7 bluffs that worked on Cora. Want to see if I can goad her into playing looser. Called PB's hand 4 times. Maybe she'll start slowing down. Doing all this just to change things up. Getting bored. Scared of Jal. Game 5. Result. Yawn. Easy money. Jal is clearly better than everyone else, especially Vetra. Plan worked. Cora actually bluffed once. It was horrible. She was so uncomfortable. Vetra played much cagier after being destroyed last time. I'm going to keep telling her she's dangerous. It's more fun when she's in a good mood. PB doesn't seem to care. I've demonstrated that I know exactly what she has. She still bulldozes away. I'll keep flashing the red cape. Drac could learn a thing or two from Jal. 1. Stop talking all the time. Jal barely speaks, so he doesn't give much away. 2. Stop eating and drinking. Jal never eats or drinks while we play. He stays focused. 3. Stop picking his nose. Jal never picks his nose. Think I have these chumps down. Next time, maybe I'll play with my eyes closed.
We were right about the vault on Aya, huh? What a find.
And this Meridian might jumpstart all the others.
I knew hitching my wagon to yours would pay off.
How are you getting along with the team?
I'm keeping it light and pleasant. Even Lexi isn't exactly what I'd expected. And Jal, I'm learning what makes him tick. We're lucky to have an Angara with us. Asari can mate with all Milky Way species. I find myself wondering if that transcends galactic boundaries. I'm certainly not looking to reproduce anytime soon, but he seems like a good guy. What do you think?
Are you trying to make me jealous?
Maybe.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I don't believe it! Gil's reconfigured our entire nav array. O'Connell risked a dozen spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it!
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this. You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
You don't have the right.
All right, let's talk this out. What's going on?
I'm doing my job, and he's undoing it because... Hell if I know.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
If he had the Tempest up on blocks, I might see it.
Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
The Tempest is ours now. She has to serve our mission first in whatever capacity we need. Gil, change whatever you have to.
I wonder, in time, will strangers be treating your achievements so carelessly?
Peace and quiet, finally. Thanks, Ryder.
Okay, show's over. Back to it.
A foolish thing to get angry over, isn't it? I suppose the Tempest is just like any other ship, to be taken apart and put back together. Or she will be, once Gil's had his way.
Gil's upgrading the Tempest, not scrapping her. She's in good hands.
I wish I could believe you. But perhaps... Anything else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day. Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way.
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious. I like PB, but I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong. Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up. I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time. Jal has all sorts of questions about the ship. I gave him some technical manuals. He tore right through them. I should ask him about Angaran ships. Imagine something actually designed to handle that damn Scourge.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
No, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
To Ryder, from Director Jaron Tan. Messages to the Nexus. Ryder, I've been reviewing all the messages you forwarded from the Angaran populace. It's encouraging to see that even in these initial phases of contact, we have supporters among them, though it's equally clear we have our work cut out for us in winning over the rest. But I'm confident you're on the right track. I would have been surprised if the Angara hadn't expressed skepticism. First contact is a complicated situation, and if our roles were reversed, I'd be suspicious of them if they arrived on our doorstep. Thank you for passing these messages along. They'll provide invaluable insight as we navigate these tricky waters. Director Tan. To Ryder, from Jal. Communication from Jal. To Scott. Ryder. The Moshai sent some news from Aya that she asked me to share with you. Under her guidance, officials are again allowing study in the Aya Vault. It comes with great risk, of course, so she's restricting participation to her brightest students under armed guard. Although she doesn't have your ability to interface with the Remnant, she wants to be ready to assist you however she can once Meridian is found. These are interesting and exciting times. Jal. To Ryder, from Carrie Tevessa. Can we talk on camera? Hello, Ryder. The things I'm hearing? A garden world? A whole new species? If you can talk on the record, you know where to find me. Carrie. To Ryder, from Lexi, in case you're interested. Attachment, Krogan Virility and Aggression. Ryder, attached is my Krogan thesis that I mentioned to you. I know, only 500 pages, but I wasn't allowed to go over. If you get through it, I wrote a longer dissertation for the Citadel Journal of Medicine, around 1400 pages. That's much more insightful and includes mating diagrams. Lexi.
There's much to say about that facility on Voeld.
There will be. But maybe not right now.
I get you, pal. Inane chats are about nothing coming up.
The Rokar go to Kadara and recruit the desperate. I've heard a Rokar recruiter weaving his magic. Even I was convinced.
Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't. Not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
I fell in love with a girl once. Aliyah. We were young. I was young. It was my first vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher. I can still hear her laugh and see her eyes. She kissed me and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
But it didn't work out?
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Where's Aliyah now? Did she and your brother work out?
They came back to Haval, and she joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
You have to see her every day?
No. They were taken by the Ket. Their children survived.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Hey, Pathfinder. Sorry, not much time to talk.
What's going on?
Lots. It's the outposts. Or, you know, lack of them.
We got the ball rolling. That should take the pressure off.
Still feels like working from a negative. Makes it hard to look forward. We get enough outposts, maybe the Nexus loosens up and we can start living.
Just checking in. I wanted to ask about you.
What do you want to know?
I have to know about the car.
We'd wrench on it as a family. Mom suggested it, and Dad liked a happy mom. That's how I fell into mechanical stuff. Armor and jump jets. Mom wasn't a fan of the second part. You know how it is.
My experience with my family was different.
Even that, huh? I get you. Every one of us came from something different. That's why I have to make this work. If I don't, then Andromeda was a mistake. I said goodbye to too many people to let that happen.
Tell me about your friends in crisis response.
I swore I wouldn't tell anyone what they did. Stealing a shuttle for the car was above and beyond. Dondi, Base, Mazzy, Noel, Cap, and goddamn Hammond. The best people when buildings have fallen down. Eventually, I'll have to start a new branch here, you know? I promised.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Ah, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted Ket. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
Anything's possible. We just have to keep trying.
Even from mistakes, we can learn. Thank you, Ryder.
What?
Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent. You're making his grief worse.
I didn't think about it like that.
Because you see him as a friend, not a patient. That's why I'm here. To observe and treat. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
And you're taking good care of him. Just remember why you came here, too. There is a new alien species on your table.
My hands actually shook when I made the first incision. See this bone-like armor? It feels as strong as a Krogan's frontal plate.
I'll take your word for it.
I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
Hey, Drac. Devil's advocate, okay? Go for it. With the Ket entrenched here, and things as they are, maybe we should focus our efforts on leaving this cluster.
You mean quit? Run away?
Well, we came to find a new home, not a new enemy, right?
We knew this was a possible scenario, and we took the jump anyway.
What she said.
That vault on Aya was so gorgeous, so alive.
And Meridian might be the key to the others.
No wonder the Archon wants to control it, like everything in Helios.
Did I hear right? You're going after the Archon's ship?
Looks like it.
Last time we crossed his path, you nearly broke my baby here. Now, tell me you have a better plan of escape this go-around.
I've got it all under control.
How naive do I look? Just... stay out of the Scourge, huh?
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. Just not when Gil is glowering at me.
Voeld orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Downhill's always more fun.
We're out of the worst of it. Temperature should be manageable now.
Lots of respect for the Angara. The way they fight, it's almost Krogan.
They said it was a golden world. I'm still reeling.
Whatever you think of it, this is a beautiful planet.
Thinking about a frozen moon I was once stranded on, almost lost my good toe.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
So you seem pretty anti-Nexus, even for a Krogan.
That's your job around here, noticing things.
My job is to watch Ryder's back.
Who watches yours?
Guess we'll find out, big guy.
Where could we look for the Ark?
We lost track, but they launched a ship to help evacuees. The ship's called the Paraphona.
Picking up a faint signal. Looks like a friendly ship.
It matches the transponder code for a Asari survey vessel, Periphona.
That's the ship Hidaria mentioned.
Huh. I thought this would be the Periphona.
Ice or mineral deposits may be reflecting false positives. The real signal must be relatively close. Detecting local frequency interference. This could be affecting planetary communications.
That looks like Ket tech.
Making note of anything I can see from out here. Entrances, exits, possible weak spots.
If there's any way we can help the Angara deal with the Ket, we're gonna do it.
Get me up there and I'll take those bastards myself.
Pretty sure the AI rulebook doesn't insist the Pathfinder always gets to drive.
I swear I will turn this car around. False signal. One down.
That's some shield.
That's Jarnu. The Ket think they'll find some remnant thing there. Our people can't break through that shield. It's controlled from the main command base.
I'd live here, but then I could probably live anywhere.
This is the source of the Periphona's signal.
Oh god.
And there's Ket on site. Let's clear them out. Take them down hard!
Don't you worry.
Clear! That's the Periphona, all right. What's left of her?
Definitely Ket weapons fire. This wasn't just a crash. The Ket pulverized the ship. No survivors.
Without the crew, we've lost our best lead to the Asari Ark.
But this is stupid. If they want Asari for exaltation, why not take the crew alive?
It's like they saw the Periphona itself as a threat. But it's no match for a Ket cruiser.
When you're ready for payback, we got something. Looks like a flight recorder.
It's in bad shape. But let's see what...
Final log. If the Ark ever finds this, we failed. Couldn't draw them off. The data copy's lost. The decimation's too cunning. Forgive us. We tried.
The decimation. Hidaria mentioned specialized Ket hunters. Maybe that's them.
Any way we could use that or the flight recorder to find the Ark?
If the nav record survived, we could trace the Periphona's flight path. Might lead us to them.
I can assist.
I'll take a look when we get back. Still lots to do.
Ryder, might I borrow your research room access?
What for?
There's a small something I need to take care of. I might need your help if you could.
I'll help if I can.
Suvi, could you take the helm for a little while? I mostly need your authorization to add to the database.
Is that our drive core?
The full blueprint. Only a few are in the system. I had them all by memory. So I drew them out. Every line, all the specs. Gil will be needing them. I won't.
He'll put them to good use. And it never hurts to have backups.
They were going to scrap the Tempest project. Did I tell you that? Some engineering consultant kept insisting the ship would never fly right. He used a lot of Gil's arguments. I think that's why this hurts. The others died thinking we won, that their legacy was safe, and I failed them.
The original Tempest is preserved forever now, thanks to you. It's safer than ever.
We forget all our technology didn't just appear. Someone invented it. Someone cared. And in the end, someone new always takes up the banner and pushes forward. I need the tech officer's sign-off on these schematics. Any thoughts on how to do this?
Gil, got a minute? I need you in the research room.
Be right there. I thought we settled this. What's going on?
I saved the Tempest schematics for you. It'll be easier with them on hand.
Seeing her drawn out down to the basics, she's kind of beautiful.
Oh, right. You never saw.
Yeah, look at the arc here. That's artistry. And there.
Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation? This is a normal conversation. No. This is you trying to figure me out, categorize my flaws, put a label on me. That isn't. Everyone on this ship is an experiment to you, and I've got no interest in being a guinea pig.
To Ryder, from Lexi. Update on Jal. Ryder, thought you should know, I spoke to Jal. After some reflection, he seems to accept that the process of exaltation cannot be reversed. I apologize if I was harsh before. I can get a little passionate when it comes to patience and my professional opinion. I know you were only trying to help, and ultimately, we both just want what's best for the Tempest crew. I will continue to run tests and study the data you obtained from the Ket facility regarding exaltation. But right now, I must believe what the evidence tells me, which is that exaltation is permanent. Lexi.
So the Turians kick out the genophage, basically destroy our people, and they get a pat on the back and a seat on the council. And what do I get? A medal.
A medal? From who?
My buddy made one out of a piece of scrap and pinned it to my chest. Still got it somewhere.
Peebee? Really?
I like her. You still don't?
There's liking someone and being okay with... Not my business. Maybe. Just don't want to lose something important.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Still deciphering the Ark's last known course from the flight recorder, and making sure we're ready for a fight.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Everything all right?
Oh, yes. PB and I were just having a debate.
You mean argument?
No, that would be unprofessional.
If you say so.
Ryder, do you think I'm uptight? No, never mind. Don't answer that. Let's just talk about something else.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Is Jal doing okay?
He's adjusting. The rest of us have at least some understanding of each other's cultures. But to Jal, we're all outsiders. It's a lot to take in. I'd say he's doing pretty well.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Caught you napping. Do all Angaras snore, or just you?
Do all humans whimper in their sleep? Or just you? My reports from Ephra regarding Aksul are worrying. I don't understand how the Rokar manages to recruit so many.
To Ryder, from PB. Data cores. Hey Ryder, hope it's okay that I'm keeping this data core in my room, i.e. the escape pod. I guess I just really like to ponder things before bed. The best ideas come to me while I'm half asleep. Also, I saw it first. Anyway, we know for sure it's got some sort of data in it. The trick is how to get at it. I'll keep you updated. PB.
So that looks good to you?
As if any of your meals passed the bucket test.
You lost me.
Picture your favorite food. Now picture it in a bucket beside a bar. Would you still eat it?
Do all humans try to ruin everything? Or just you?
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
To Ryder, from August Bradley. News from EOS. Pathfinder, I could use your help with something Hanley's working on. I don't fully understand, so I'll let her explain it. She'll brief you when you get here. August Bradley, Leader, Prodromos.
Approaching the LZ.
So, Cora, you like numbers, contingencies, all that. We're going to make it here, aren't we?
I hope so.
It'd be pretty stupid to come all this way just to fail.
True.
Cool. Good to know. The windows are fogging up on the inside. Isn't there some sort of de-icer?
These are the ruins we're looking for.
Time to scrounge for tech.
Looks like it isn't filled in yet.
That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder.
That did it. Is this what you need for your project, PB?
Looks like it. Very cool little piece of REM tech.
Rem tech?
Yeah. Shortcut I made up. REM is short for remnant, and...
Noted.
Anytime we come across ruins like this, let's scrounge what we can.
Appreciate it. Come see me on the ship. I'll give you an update on the project. Wow. I wonder how it works. Do you think they're adapted remnant tech?
Rylas?
That's me, yes. I'm Rylas. Wow. You really showed up.
You said you had intel. I can't ignore that.
I just didn't think you'd come yourself. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the Exaltation facility sent the Kett scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Kett movement through certain areas of Voeld. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
So something that could involve Exaltation, or the creation of a new Exaltation lab.
Well, that's what I thought. Either way, Kett organizing means trouble. We don't have the tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
I'll investigate this if I can.
That's all I can ask. Thank you, Ryder. I'll send the nav point immediately.
Report, Aya. Translated from Shalesh. I apologize, Olisk. My pilot says she made the supply drop at the nav point. I can't figure out why they never reached you. I'll have Onya try again with a new shipment, free of charge. The Resistance won't starve over a technical issue.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Maybe we should talk to the requisitions officer.
Cora, can I have a word or two?
You get one.
It'll sound more sincere if it's two.
One.
All right. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
So much for sincerity.
If you only give me one word, I'm going to pick a big one.
Just shut up.
If you'd let me have 2 words.
PB, I swear...
I was going to say, I'm sorry. For always trying to push your buttons. Now, if you'd give me 3 words...
Just quit while you're ahead, please. Ryder, that's a flare. Someone could be in trouble.
Got it. We should see if we can lend a hand.
Who are you? You don't look like Ket. Join the fight or stay out of the way.
You rock!
Thank you for the assistance. Any enemy of the Ket is an ally of ours.
You don't look like you're in distress. What was that beacon for?
To draw the Ket. To give them what they deserve. There's a group that's been attacking shuttles, killing and scavenging from innocents. I knew the beacon would attract them. They'd come here to find unarmed, easy victims.
Clever trap. Looks like they fell for it.
But it's still a dirty move. More civilians might suffer because of it.
Enough talk. We have more Ket incoming.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
That's probably the last of them. These Ket will never make victims of Voeld's people again. Take what you want from the Fallen. And thanks for all the help.
Don't worry, PB. We're going to bring the Asari Ark home.
Who's worried? The Lucinia's okay or it's not. Either way, not much I can do.
You don't care that thousands of your people are missing?
My people can figure it out. I've got Remnant to work on.
Imagine being posted out here. Must be lonely.
There's a door up ahead.
Cold, dark. I couldn't stand it.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Abducted anyone from Nostray.
There isn't a place on Voeld safe from those things.
Life
I'm
support
telling you, they
at
can't avoid
100%.
that city. They're afraid of it.
Worry about them.
They'll be fine. We'll protect them the best we can.
And what if our best isn't good enough?
Are you here to observe the Yavara?
What are the Yavara?
Walk onto the frozen lake and you'll see them beneath the ice. They've lived on Voeld for millennia. Stories about the Yavara are the only Angaran folktales that survive the Scourge. They're beautiful, intelligent creatures, our closest tie to our past.
And now your people will poach them right out of existence.
I haven't heard any reports of the Initiative hunting on Voeld.
Not the Initiative. Outlaws. They've killed 24 in the months since they've landed.
We have no resources to track these poachers, and the resistance is spread too thin.
At this rate, our only link to our history will disappear forever.
Ryder, you need to stop those hunters. The Yavara are vital to Angaran culture.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
I want to come with you, Ryder.
You said you have folk tales about the Yavara.
Somehow, Yavara stories are the only ones that survive the Scourge. Most of them have the same theme. A Yavara's song is so beautiful, it can coax the sun out of hiding, reveal the stars.
Just stories, of course, but when your entire history is lost, stories are precious.
I see why the Yavara are important to you.
To all Angara. They're a symbol of what the Scourge took from us.
We can't lose them.
Tell me more about the Yavara.
They're amazing creatures able to communicate through intricate songs. Long ago, we could have heard the songs in person, but the Scourge trapped the Yavara beneath the ice. Now we have to settle for static-filled recordings.
How do they survive under the ice?
No one knows. We've dedicated our lives to studying them, and we still can't find the answer. They're cut off from food and oxygen, yet they still persist. My colleague here has a theory they may be remnant.
We have no way of confirming this, of course.
I'll leave you to your work.
Ishare.
That's Techix, according to my map.
Your training is solid. Almost Turian. Reminds me of a scarred-up merc I tangled with and...
What's the story? I'm very interested.
I just realized how much history I'd have to cover before you'd get how amazing it was. I'll get back to you.
Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold. Any favorite holiday traditions? Rituals?
My family was pretty secular. No ritual. It was just about being together.
Odd. Sounds like our most important ones.
Some of the pictures are missing. Wonder if they're around here.
You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder.
Whoa.
I can't just blast my way in, can I?
That's funny. Yes.
Interface successful, Pathfinder.
Where can I get one of those resistance patches? Trade you a hustle.
It's a Kari, and we don't just hand them out.
I earned mine so I could share it.
I earned mine so I could keep it.
Think you could get the guys in the iron market to lay off us, Jarl?
Baran hasn't mentioned any tension. You're welcome in the market.
I was a cop. I know when they're spitting my food.
Thank you for following Rylis' tip, Ryder. Taking out these Ket will mean a lot to my people. Excellent, son!
There's a lot of organic material here. Angara? Ket? Something else?
Scans could tell us more, Pathfinder.
That was weird. What the hell? Trying to give me epilepsy? Collected biospecimen. Data. Source. Ket Ascendant. Analysis. Samples of plasma, brain tissue, and bone fragments taken from several Ascendant Ket. Accompanying charts show genetic sequences of the research subjects in detail.
Data saved. There is an audio log saved on this device, Pathfinder.
Ket? Let's get a translation, Sam.
Processing.
The Angaran genetic code that expresses this projection of a bioelectric field has been isolated. The process to integrate this into our own genome is ongoing. Early successes documented. Once complete, adaptation to be distributed to all Ascendant in Helios. Ability may also prove useful as part of base soldier configurations. All research has been transmitted to the Empire.
Exaltation is not just about making more Ket. It's an exchange.
An exchange requires consenting parties.
There's bound to be more here. Let's keep moving.
Discovered species, Solarian. Initial observations. Short-lived, fragile, no armor or protection, high metabolism, evidence of exceptional brain function. Discovered species, Turian. Initial observations. Carapace, metallic in nature, possibly protective. Dextroprotein-based synthesis. Agile. Height and skeletal structure allow for increased reach and flexibility.
Another audio log detected.
Let's hear it.
Transmissions unacknowledged by Homewood. Possible breakdown in connection and information mishandled. Investigation ongoing. Logs to be updated shortly.
Anything that delays or stops the Ket is a blessing.
I wonder if we can find the follow-up logs.
Discovered species, human. Initial observations. Soft-skinned, no natural armor or protection. Without technology, can only operate within a narrow range of environmental conditions. genetically diverse, renowned for tenacity and adaptability. Exaltation, Phase Shu. With the Angaran genome unraveled, we have begun the process of isolating the most valuable trait to augment the Ket. Bioelectrical discharge, isolated and reproduced. We have commenced the distribution of this ability amongst descendants. Conversion of light to energy. Tricky, much more integrated into Angaran physiology, our current focus. Note, Angaran genetics complex, but elegant, lacking obsolete residual traits commonly found in evolved species, similar to Ket in certain ways. Analysis. Samples of muscle tissue, bone marrow, and epithelial cells taken from Ket fiends. Accompanying charts show genetic sequences of the research subjects in detail.
Genetic information logged.
Analysis. Samples taken from an unidentified species, a liquid that may be blood or plasma, and something else with a molecular structure similar to keratin.
All transmissions appear to have failed. Some of the team has suggested that this research is being prevented from leaving Helios. Troubling implications. Set aside for now. Taking steps to verify that primary communications are still active.
I'm picking up the nav point for another Ket station. Probably their primary communications.
Taking it down will hinder the Ket. I say we head there.
Discovered species, Asari. Initial observations, extremely long-lived. Natural ability to create gravitational fields of some variety, not fully understood. Monogendered, precise method of reproduction not fully understood. Important, rumored to be able to take in genetic traits of other species to improve theirs, of great interest to Primus. Discovered species, Krogan. Initial observations, long-lived, large-muscled, hardy, resistant to large range of environmental conditions, superfluous organs. Some evidence of chromosomal damage, not fully understood. Reiteration, large. Analysis. Samples of adrenal secretions, plasma, and bone fragments taken from several exalted Ket. Accompanying charts show genetic sequences of the research subjects in detail.
Pathfinder, these samples all contain the same genetic sequence. At first, it appears to be a familial connection, but the genome shows signs of modification. Evidence suggests the sequence was drawn from a single individual and incorporated into other Ket.
The Archon.
Exaltation.
So, does the Archon control the Ket because they see him as a progenitor? Or does his rank give him the privilege to propagate his genes like this?
A cultural question beyond my purview.
In any case, the stuff we found should be of great interest to the science team back on the Nexus.
Analysis. These samples were not stored properly. They have degraded and are useless. Angaran genetic sample.
You are in law enforcement?
Not for long. Or long enough, depending on who you ask.
So, you were bad at it?
No. I wanted to make things better for people. And there were too many obstacles.
You wanted to make things better, so you left. That sounds like you were bad at it.
That's the part of the Ket Command Center. Ryder's got this.
Huh. What is that? You do it a lot.
Humans sometimes express uncertainty by talking to themselves and hoping no one will notice.
This is the Ketcom outpost we heard about on Voeld.
Impressive!
Received from Central. Attention, Archon of Sector 1-19-NYKZ. Previous report was 39 cycles ago. Senate requires an update of progress within this sector. A reminder that all campaign leaders are expected to deliver reports once in every 15 standard cycles. Senate recognizes that presence of the Scourge phenomenon may be disruptive to communications. Take steps to circumvent this obstacle so that regular updates can resume. This is your second reminder of this nature. Please acknowledge receipt.
The Archon's not the Ket's supreme leader. There's more like him, all over Andromeda.
All gathering genetic information and transmitting it back.
And making more Ket in the process.
Primus, communication orders require explanation. Archon commands the block of all transmissions of Angara data to the Empire. These
Please approach the protocol. Sounds like people are questioning their leader. Good, in this case.
Communications. Only Archon is aware of shifting situation in Helios. If Archon's opinion is that protocols are not to our benefit, accept his wisdom. He is the Senate's voice in Helios and must be obeyed.
There's something here. I don't believe the Primus and the Archon agree.
I wouldn't read too much into it. Even if there's fractures within the Ket, they still operate like a monolithic, unified army. And that's who we have to contend with.
We're putting this aside? What if it develops?
We'll keep an ear to the ground, see if anything comes up.